morning, everyone. Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome to all you new folks and welcome back, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you so much for subscribing, you guys. I hit 1,000 subscribers in 9 months. I'm so thankful for all of you. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking my channel. I really appreciate it. Harry and I are trying to grow our channel organically, and sometimes that's difficult to do. So we truly appreciate everybody that's come back. I've made some great new friends, and I hope to make new ones in the future. So anyway, everybody, before we get started, I want to share something very valuable that we learned at Bash's yesterday. We talked to the manager because there's like one package of Perrier strawberry in cans. There's no Zevia root beer in cans. Harry's choice of Bang was limited, right? And she said that's because there's a national aluminum shortage, and the manufacturers are streamlining and choosing even with beer. They're not doing all of their side beers. They're using the mainline beers. So there's going to be a lot of shortages. So if you guys are seeing that things are scarce in canned goods on the shelf, like the Perriers that we like in strawberry.
You mean aluminum cans?
Aluminum cans. If you guys are your diet soft drinks or beverages in cans, I would stock up. I wouldn't go crazy like the toilet paper during the zombie apocalypse lockdown virus happened, but there is a shortage and it's real. You guys can Google it, but we just found that out, because I wanted to get the Perrier cans and they only have like one container. The soft drinks, the sparkling waters are only 1 or 2 on the shelves at a time, and that's why. So if you have a favorite flavor of something that comes in an aluminum can, I would suggest stocking up a little bit on it, putting it back in your pantry, and then you don't have to worry about it. So I just wanted to share that with everybody. That's a little tidbit of information that I thought I would share. So you guys,
one thing, if you're an investor, that means there is a need for aluminum, so you might want to check into that.
I think that it has a reason. I think the reason for that is some of that aluminum is coming from China, and because we have sanctions right now, some of the countries that we do have trade issues with and stuff, maybe that's what's happening. Things aren't flowing, if you can tell, on the grocery shelves. They're still not fully packed, at least at our grocery stores. So I don't know how it is in your areas, but there may be holes on the shelves still for things. Another thing I want to talk about our Bash's mini grocery haul. So please watch that vlog yesterday with the beef tallow and such. One thing we noticed at the grocery store, especially in the sparkling water aisle, is they're putting keto tags up.
I know.
So I looked at Harry and I thought, isn't it strange that all the sparkling water, which should never have calories in it, because it's just supposed to be sparkling carbonated water, that it says keto? I mean, there were keto tags all over the place. We didn't even film all the keto places.
Yeah, it was funny.
Somebody must have been bored and went around putting keto tags everywhere, because keto's all of a sudden, Bash's is like, oh, we gotta tell everybody this is keto. So I thought that was quite interesting. I did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because sparkling water and mineral water, unless they add, fruit flavorings or sugar, should not have any calories to it. So therefore, it would be good for any diet.
Yeah. So they're just riding the wave.
They could put vegan, vegetarian, paleo, and keto because it's sparkling water. Anyway, folks, I did not have a good night last night. Let me share what happened. I started getting a migraine late in the afternoon, and the minute I do, I take feverfew. Let me share that with you. I take feverfew. I get an aura. It's an ocular aura, and then I take base, perfect keto base, and let me share that with you. I am not an affiliate of any of these, but I have 2 different flavors in here. I take keto base. And if you go to the video, my migraine video, Harry is gonna, sorry, I can't see. Mr. Cameraman, thank you. Thank you. Anyway, I take these because we watched several things from this. She's a PhD. She got her PhD because she was a chronic migraine sufferer from a small child. Her migraines was so bad she'd rather bang her head against the wall because that made it feel better. The hurt that she got from banging her head against the wall was better than her migraines. Anyway, her research papers were on ketones. Getting the ketones up to the brain when you have a migraine. Same as seizures. Getting those ketones up to the brain to help stop those seizures and control it. The challenge is seizures in the brain because your brain needs those ketones for fuel right away. And if you get that up to the brain, it alleviates migraines. It helps, calm the seizures. So I have that. The challenge with those Perfect Keto products and their Perfect Keto Collagen is it has MCT oil in it. A lot of it. And we have not been using MCT oil. And MCT oil tends to run right through my intestines. Yesterday, my migraine hit so hard, so severe, after we closed for the day, that I ended up, and I put it in coffee because caffeine is a regulator, helps move it through your blood system. I had 2 full scoops of base. Well, let's just say I could have made my home in the bathroom last night. If I could have slept sitting up, that's what I would have done. So I ended up having to call in sick today because I needed to sleep.
Yeah, she kept me up all night from the noise in the bathroom.
I'm sorry. Hey, that's TMI, Harry Shinsky.
Sorry.
That's TMI.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, spray aerosol.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Opening and shutting the door, all those good things. I came in here at 2 a.m. and got a glass of water with these electrolyte drops because I was concerned that I was flushing electrolytes down the toilet like crazy because I was not feeling well.
No. Where did she get that at?
Yeah, I think you can get this online in the Amazon store. You guys, when we show stuff like that, Harry's gonna build a store for Amazon down below, and if you guys wanna get some, go to our website. The link is below, like where the comments and stuff are. Click on that. Go to our website and you should be able to get it at no additional cost to you. We get like a penny or 2 back, okay? So anyway, I came and did that, laid down. My alarm went off at 6:15 and I had maybe an hour of sleep. My stomach was still bothering me, so were my intestines, and I felt horrid, shaky inside. So I called in sick today, and then Harry and I basically slept until 11. Because I finally calmed down. It was like doing a pre-op colonoscopy kit. That's like the same. I could go in today and have a colonoscopy and I'd be squeaky clean.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
TMI.
Anyway, you guys, so I called in sick today. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Sure, because I've been talking already for 10 minutes. Anyway, you guys, everything you eat, everything you drink, all the medicine you take the day before can have a direct effect on your weight gain, loss, or stall. And I'm concerned because did I lose weight? Yes. But I also pushed everything out of my stomach and intestinal tract, so tomorrow I may hold water weight. We'll see. But let me share what we ate yesterday that has a direct effect on a normal person that's not having issues like I did, weight. So we are still on an elimination diet. We fasted for 20 hours. I broke my fast with 2 fried eggs and 1 tablespoon of beef tallow, 2 tablespoons of sour cream. For dinner, I made chaffles, and I broke out what those chaffles entailed. I had 1.5 eggs and 2 ounces of cream cheese. That's some cream cheese inside the chaffle to make it and some on top as my frosting. I used 1 tablespoon of butter. Again, that's part of the frosting. I had 2 ounces of beef suet. Now, the beef suet is actually the beef fat that we rendered yesterday for our beef tallow, and those are those little beef cracklings that we had.
Might want to watch that.
They were absolutely delicious. We had 2 scoops of collagen, and I used 4 teaspoons of heavy whipping cream. So my total for the day was 1% carbs for 4.1 grams. I had 84% fat, and I had 118 grams of fat total. I had 15% protein for a total of 46.3 grams. So I was very high fat, low protein yesterday for a total of 1,275 calories. I had to readjust this so that we could have some of the beef suet last night. And that's what made it a super high fat, low protein day.
Can I add something in here really quick?
Yes, you may.
You might want to go over the LBM again, because I noticed on some of the comments people are still a little bit confused. They're thinking they have to eat to that amount.
Okay, so I am not a doctor, I am not a nurse, I am not a practitioner, medical licensed at all. What we have found is when we went in and found our lean body mass, mine is 120, Harry's is 133. If you go to our website, the link below, click on it, go to our website, the lean body mass calculator is there, and you are absolutely welcome to use it for free. When we were on the carnivore challenge that we did for 30 days, part of that challenge we did an elimination diet. It was perfect to do because we were eating pure meat, pure beef, water, coffee, and then adding back stuff gradually, because Harry and I have been on quite a long stall back and forth in the 80s, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah,
so we wanted to see what the deal was, but we weren't really losing the weight on eating all that protein. And when we did the big board, which I'll share with you in a minute, we realized we were consuming way too much protein. And I research and I look and everything else, and carnivores are not ketogenic. They're not. They're eating some are, but most aren't, because they're eating so much protein that it's counter keto. Now it works on a total carnivore diet, but I wanted to stay in ketosis because this was going to be a 30-day challenge for us. We were going to go back to ketovore. We were going to start adding things back in that had carbs. So I went and researched, and again, ketogenesis is where you are utilizing fat to fuel your body, okay? If you do your macros for staying in ketosis, it's a high fat, 75%, low protein, 20%, and low carb, up to 5% is the perfect clinical macros out there. And then you can adjust from there. But I said, Harry, I think our issue is we need to add back more fat and drop our protein intake. Now, as you get older, you need more protein. There are 2 theories. If you're younger, 40 years old and under, you can have 0.8 grams per lean body mass, up to. If the older you get, the more protein you need, because your body doesn't break down and utilize it as well anymore. Well, Harry and I are in our 60s. Yes, we are. Don't judge. So the most we should be eating is 120 grams.
So,
the most.
So in other words, we shouldn't go over
that
120, but like we could eat like 114,
right,
98, and we'd still be good.
Right.
As long as you don't go over that number, whatever your LBM is.
Right.
Okay, I get
your
it.
lean body mass. That's not a target to hit that. You want to eat protein, but you don't have to eat that much. Now you can.
Well, that's your ceiling.
Right, that's your ceiling. That's where you need to stop. So you need to be tracking it, especially if you're doing a ketovore, more protein intense diet. And again, this works for us. This is for Harry and I. It may not necessarily work for you. There are some people out there that can have more protein and lose weight. I'm just saying that protein needs to be minimalized and fat needs to be regulated. Now, You guys are going, but you have fat on your body. You need to use your body fat, not eat fat. Not necessarily true. For one thing, we are in a huge caloric deficit. So eating this much fat, my body's going to burn that fat and still go into my fat stores. I'm nowhere near 2,000 calories a day average diet here. So my body's going to burn it all. Okay? So I'm not worried about it. Now, that's just Harry and I, and so far it's been working. Let me share what Harry had yesterday. He had 4 ounces of ground chuck, 85-15, 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of beef tallow, and 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Okay, for dinner, he had 3 ounces of ground chuck, and he had chaffles, which his part of the chaffles were 1.5 eggs, 2 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. He also had 2 ounces of the beef suet, our little beef cracklings. They're delicious.
That's pure fat.
Pure fat. And 1 tablespoon of butter in his ground chuck. He had 2 scoops of collagen. He used coconut almond milk for his stevia and bang. He had 1% carbs for a total of 3.5 grams. He had 79% fat for a total of 148.1 grams. He had 20% protein for a total of 85.9 grams. And he actually had a little bit more carbs because of the suet. Suet's higher in fat. It was 1,714.
And yeah, and if you notice, my protein, which is what, 85.9, right, is under the 133.
Now let me explain. I put down that it's beef suet because that's the closest to the beef trimming fats. Our fat, the cracklings that we had yesterday, actually had protein in them because there were pieces of beef. If you look at the tallow where I'm breaking it down and everything, you can see pieces of meat in it. So we had a little bit more protein, maybe an ounce, you know, or 2.
I doubt if it was even that.
I doubt it, but there was some in it. So it, you know, these are, even the best calculators are still going to fluctuate within 1%, I think. And that's fine. Anyway, let's get to the weigh-in. You guys, we both went down. Check it out. 177.8, I went down 0.2 of a pound. Harry weighs 177.6, he weighs 0.4 of a pound. We'd like to now get down into the low 70s. That's where we're looking to do. So, it appears that we both did okay on chaffles, adding the cream cheese.
That was the experiment.
That was the experiment. But
because when I ate regular cheese, I went up.
So,
we'll show that over there.
Because we're not sure, we're repeating. We're adding the cream cheese again today. Because just like my egg experiment, you have to see over a couple of days if it works or not for you. I'm adding feta cheese and I'm adding cream cheese to our menu, and I'll share the menu later, but first let's go to the big board. Harry, I want you to change places.
If you didn't, I look good.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Okay, so.
Ooh, this light's really bouncing, so I'm going to come up on it.
If you look here, this was Saturday, which would have been 2 days ago. Today is Monday. This is Saturday.
It's where we did the mini haul and went and picked up the fat for tallow.
And you see, we went down from what we ate before, and I don't have that because we're starting a new month, right? So we went down on these days. Both of us did really well, and then we ate
cheese,
sour cream, butter, and cheese. Cheese. All this stuff doesn't seem to bother me, but when I get through the cheese in, right? You can see I had 1 ounce of cheese. Wendy had 1 ounce of cheese. We go over here now.
What was your weight?
Oh, the weight was 178.
Period.
Yeah, just 178.
Okay.
Just think of that. Now, if you go over here, you look. So I went up 0.8 of a pound from eating the cheese, because all the other stuff we found out we're okay with it.
You think?
Yeah, as far as we know. We're still experimenting. Then yesterday, we had eggs.
And,
okay.
Cream cheese.
And and then we had the cream cheese, We did not have regular cheese yesterday at all. We just supplemented it with the
cream cheese. We replaced it.
So what that's telling us, so if you look over here, you'll see that we dropped. Because Wendy stayed the same as the day before. Then she came down on this day and she went down 0.2 of a pound. And this morning I went down 0.4 of a pound. Now that was the elimination of just cheese. That just shows to me that the hard cheese or whatever that cheese was, there's something in that cheese.
Well, it may or may not be.
Coastal cheese, right?
Yes, it's coastal.
There's something in the coastal cheese that is causing me problems. Maybe. And I think I have a little bit of a, what do you call that?
Lactose intolerance.
Yeah.
So with that, we still need to keep the cream cheese in the game. And I have some feta cheese, and let me grab that real quick. I have some feta cheese that is made from sheep's milk.
Let me see it.
Right here, sheep's milk. Woo, I got dizzy. Hold on.
That's because you've been doing it.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna add feta cheese. We're gonna add cream cheese. I will share everybody our menu because I am going to make chaffles French toast for breakfast. And then we're gonna have omelets for dinner, and it's gonna involve some cheese.
What's in those?
So
what's
I'll share on the menu.
Okay.
Once I figure it all out, but in my mind right now is what I figure. I don't know what all's in it because I have to do the macros. And you guys, we are tracking everything. We are, and we'll come back in the next segment. Okay, everybody, our menu today is gonna be, we are having for our break fast, we're having French toast chaffles. And for dinner, we're gonna have a nice, big, beautiful omelet. And I'll share what we're gonna have in those for our chaffles. The total's gonna be 3 eggs, a tablespoon of butter, 1.5 teaspoons of heavy whipping cream, and an ounce of cream cheese. Part of this is the egg wash, the butter to fry it in, and then the chaffles. For dinner, I'm having a 3-egg omelet. I'm gonna use a tablespoon of beef tallow and a tablespoon of butter to cook it in. I am adding 2 ounces of that feta cheese, the sheep cheese, a tablespoon of bacon crumbles. I'm topping it with 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Doesn't that sound yummy? Mm-hmm. And then for, I don't have my collagen, I ran out of room, but we're having our collagen and 4 teaspoons of heavy whipping cream for the day. So for Harry, he's having the same chaffles that I am. But in addition, we're adding 4 ounces of ground chuck to his. So, and I'm adding a tablespoon of butter to his to keep his fats where they need to be. So for dinner, he's having a little bit different omelet. He's having 4 ounces of ground chuck, a tablespoon of beef tallow. In his omelet, he's having a 3-egg omelet with bacon crumbles and feta cheese. So he's having a side of chuck, and he's having a really nice omelet. So for a total, you guys, I'm gonna have 2% carbs, 5.5 grams, 75% fat for a total of 102.4, 23% protein for a total of 69.6, and 1,235 calories. Over here, Harry's having a total of 4.8 grams of carbs, 68% fat for a total of 122 grams. His protein's going to be a little bit higher, 31% protein. It's going to be 127.5 grams, but you guys, that's less than his lean body mass, so he should be good. Your total's going to be 1,655. So you guys, it is almost 2 p.m. and we have not eaten. I'm going to make my chaffles first. They're the standard cream cheese, 3 eggs, ounce of cream cheese. Gonna make that, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how I make them into French toast. Show me. with butter and tallow, you guys. Doesn't that look delicious?
Oh yeah, because I get to eat it.
Gotta eat now, folks. I am making you a ground beef frittata eggs dish. So I'm gonna have some ground beef in here. I'm taking, you get 4 ounces of ground beef. Look at this. Omelets. Harry's is ground beef feta cheese. 3-egg omelet. Mine is sour cream. Mine is the sour cream feta cheese. Bacon. Omelet.
That's
and
this one, right?
Yes. Mine's with sour cream.
And then this one.
Yours is beef and bacon. Anyway, you guys, if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, ring that bell, give us a thumbs up. Cross your fingers that this helps us lose some more weight. Hey everybody, I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, Harry, we've got to eat this. I've got to put this feta in a little container here.